You can make an argument that Jamie Dutton is the most compelling character on Yellowstone. No, he's not really lovable or even all that likable most of the time, but he is at the axis of good and evil, or evil and evil depending on the season and episode. One thing's for sure, he sure looks like a villain, doesn't he? I mean, look at those cold, piercing eyes. When he smiles, it's terrifying. He also looks really familiar, right? Hey, it's Billy Dukes with Taste of Country, and yeah, this is one of those videos where we tease you and then share later, but if you just can't wait, check out the description section for time codes on where you can find out why Jamie looks so familiar, and so much more. Kayce Dutton may also look familiar, but only for the Yellowstone fan willing to let his freak flag fly a little bit. I'm going to answer that as well, but first subscribe and hit the bell because we've got so much more coming on Yellowstone and 1883 this fall. This is going to be the place to keep the conversation going. Who's your favorite character? Let me simplify. Who is your favorite of the Bunkhouse Boys? I kind of fluctuate between Walker and Kobe, feeling like a Colby day today. Alright, here's 6 stunning facts about the cast of Yellowstone, in order from least to most surprising. Wes Bentley's Jamie is at number 3, but let's start at 6. Kevin Costner plays John Dutton, the main character of the show. We follow his self-inflicted troubled life and his battles with kids and enjoy his grumbling about bad breaks between his more ruthless impulses. In real life, Kevin is a bit of a softie. Well, we're going to assume he is because he has 7 kids, and you kind of have to be a little softer when you have that many little kids running around. In order, it's Annie, Lily, and Joe from his first wife. They're all older. Liam from a girlfriend in between. He's older too. But Caden, Hayes, and Grace are from his current wife, and they're pretty young. Lily Costner is actually a singer. Enjoy 3 seconds of her singing Silent Night with Trace Atkins from back in the day while we take a sip of water. Son of God loves pure light. Number 5 centers on Cole Hauser, who plays Rip Wheeler. Cole has 3 kids of his own and usually looks like this, but that's not why we're here. Now, I want to talk about this famous movie scene.
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
That's Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, kind of their breakout role. Watch it again.
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
Stop right there. That guy right there in the green jacket and the bad hat, that's a young Cole Hauser. Bit role, he played a friend named Billy, but still notable and good enough for number 5. Gonna go way back for number 4. This is Teeter. She's a new member of the Bunkhouse Boys in season 3. She's pretty rough around the edges, but the actress admits she was afraid of being around all those wild animals. The wilderness is in her genes, however. Jennifer Landon's father is Michael Landon, who played Charles Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie. She was one of his 9 kids. 9, wow. And was only 7 years old when he died of cancer. But she has prairie in her veins. Okay, Yellowstone's actually a cattle ranch, but let me have this one. Moving on. Wes Bentley's Jamie Dutton starts off the series as a loyal lawyer, but then he isn't by the end of the first season. Pretty tortured throughout, most of all by his sister Beth, who we'll get to at number 1 in a second here. He too was part of an Academy Award-winning movie. In 1999, he shared some significant screen time with Kevin Spacey as Ricky Fitz in American Beauty. Ricky was the dope-smoking neighbor that, spoiler alert, kinda gets Kevin Spacey's character killed. He's also the one in the movie that filmed this scene.
Sometimes there's so much beauty in the world. I feel like I can't take it.
It's 3 minutes of a bag floating around, but I've always kind of loved this scene, so don't take that from me. Those eyes, though, man, I bet that guy got a lot of girls in college. I'm Team Ricky Fitz for life, y'all, and that'll extend to Jamie Dutton. For now. Number 2 looks at Luke Grimes, who plays Kayce Dutton. Luke once auditioned for the role Robert Pattinson would eventually get in the Twilight series of movies. That's not why we're here, though. Luke's dad was a preacher, which might have posed a problem when he starred in 3 50 Shades of Grey movies. Here's one of his scenes. He was Elliot Grey, the main character Christian's brother. Honestly, I didn't see these movies. What? I'm telling the truth. Let us know in the comments if you did and if Kayce did anything risque on screen. But be clever about it. PG show here, kids. Okay, finally, one last Yellowstone cast fact that'll blow your mind, and this centers on tough as timber, troubled Dutton daughter Beth Dutton, played by Kelly Reilly. Here she is in a previous role. Watch and listen closely.
Really is quite a thrill to meet you, Mr. Holmes.
The movie is Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr., and Kelly seems to be laying on a pretty good British accent. But no, that's not acting. Kelly Reilly grew up in London and was a British stage and screen actress before American films like Sherlock and Flight, a disappointing Denzel Washington movie from 2012. It's a long way from London to Montana, but Reilly makes it look really easy to think back and recall those early scenes of her struggling to ride a horse until Walker teaches her how to do it. There aren't many horses on the cold streets of London. Reactions? Comments? Is your mind sufficiently blown? Let us know in the comments section so we can keep this conversation going, and subscribe for more Yellowstone and 1883 coverage. So much more coming. I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching.